I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another review? There's another paid request, this time from Edward. Thank you so much. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both things are down below in the info box. And this is for South Park Season 1, Episode 1. Now, South Park, it's a show I've seen from time to time. Was never really the biggest fan of the show. I think there was just certain attitudes of Trey Parker, Matt Stone, the way they behave, or they don't like the episode where Indiana Jones is getting raped, and I went, Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull isn't that bad, guys. If you think it's that bad, go watch The Last Jedi. Go watch Ghostbusters 2016. Go watch Prometheus Alien Covenant. Go watch Terminator Genesis, Terminator Dark Fate. Go watch plenty of other movies. But I bet you don't have, those franchises getting raped. So I don't know, just certain stuff like that. I mean, I actually liked the movie, South Park the movie. Because I thought that was a big, grandiose scale, and the songs were actually kind of catchy, and I thought it was a fun movie. So yeah, I actually liked the movie more than the show, which is funny because when the Simpsons movie came out, I liked the show more than the movie because I couldn't get into the Simpsons movie. But watching the first episode, which is called Cartman Gets an Anal Probe, Matt Stone, Trey Parker, who also worked on Basketball, which I didn't mind that movie. Team America, World Police, not a fan of it. I don't know, just, I get what they're doing a parody on, but maybe it's because I actually like a lot of those movies it's doing a parody on. I like training montages. It's almost as if they're saying, well, if you like training montages, you're a fucking idiot. That's kind of the vibe I get from those guys. Whether in interviews, and I don't know, they're just folks I would never want to talk to, never want to interact with. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not their true vibe. But it's kind of the vibe I get from them. It's just like, they seem like people that will look down on you, and they're intellectually superior. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. But I mean, with an episode, the fact that they did it themselves, the fact that at the time this came out, was very different from other cartoons. Very different. It was on Comedy Central and became a big, huge success. Is this still going in today's age, South Park? I think it is, because it can be made very cheap, because the way it's animated. And because of the way it's animated, that means that you do it very quickly. So if the very current going on, oh, we could do this and animate it, and then boom, we're up to date. We're not too far from, the current story or what's going in the current news. I know they did an episode making fun of China, which they got the episode banned. So I give credit to that, stuff like that. And, they are talented. I have to be fair. Like South Park the movie. Well done flick. Like I said, it's a pretty good musical. And the voice work on the kids. Rather well done. Cartman, the voice of Cartman is a funny voice. So there are times where they're saying simple things as a character, but I'll get a laugh because it's Cartman's voice saying it. Like in this episode where he's got a pie and the cat keeps looking at him and Cartman's going on about, no, get it. I can't even do Cartman's voice, but yeah, I can't do it. No, kitty, it's my pie. Mom, she's be the dildo. I can't do voices, so I did. Him saying that in that voice did make me laugh. So the characters, you have Stan, who's always puking anytime he sees his girl that he likes. You have the kid whose brother Ike is taken by aliens. You have Kenny, who always gets killed. I don't know when they stopped doing that, or have they stopped? See, that's the thing. It's unfair for me to give a full opinion on South Park because I've seen, considering how many episodes they've done, I've seen so little in conjunction with the rest of the series. So that's why I can't give a fair, full overview of the show. To the point that, yeah, I don't even know if they still do the running gag of Kenny, their friend, getting killed all the time. Just like every episode, he would get killed, and you have the song, they killed Kenny, you bastards. And yeah, that's sort of the risky venture, especially at the time where they were taking a show about little kids, but they're saying all this crazy, graphic language, sexual tones to the language. One getting killed every week in a different manner. And was ballsy and risky. And a lot of people that appealed to wanted to find something different to watch. And the little baby brother of one of our characters, Ike, is taken by the aliens. They have to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, Cartman apparently was probed, and he's got this thing in his ass. And it leads to a bunch of flaming farts, which, again, that type of humor, just, I can't help it. I'm just one of those guys. Farts never made me laugh. Live action form or animated form. They just don't. I just cringe and I go, okay, Cartman is having flaming farts because of the probe, anal probe, alien probe. On a positive note, it was cool to see Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes voiced the character of Chef, and rest in peace, Isaac Hayes. I remember him the most from Escape from New York, the Duke, a number one. You're the Duke. You're the Duke of New York. I miss Isaac Hayes. Great singer. He was also in an exploitation film called Truck Turner. Very fun movie. I would say one of the better blaxploitation films. I said exploitation, but I meant to say blaxploitation. Truck Turner's a lot of fun, and Isaac Hayes is rather good in that, so I probably would say that's one of my favorite blaxploitation films. If not my favorite, actually. I really enjoyed Truck Turner. But yeah, I like Isaac Hayes. It's always nice to, in this case, hear him. And, to be fair, watching it, there were moments that made me laugh, like the teacher who's got the little Mr. Hat puppet. No, you go to hell. You go to hell, you die. Again, the way that came out, almost out of the blue, and the tone of voice, that it made me chuckle. It made me laugh. can I be excused? No, you go to hell. You go to hell, you die. So yeah, there are moments that did make me chuckle. And the way it's animated does make it stand out from the other type of shows. And the voice work, like Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they do a good job making it sound like little kids. And defining voices like Cartman. Again, the way that the voice comes about does create easy laughs. And like these kids, there are moments that still reiterates the fact they are kids. Like they bring up the idea of a dildo. Like, don't call my brother a dildo. I bet Cartman doesn't even know. I know what it means. I'm just not going to say it. And the only one who truly knows is, I think, Kenny. Maybe the others do. I know Cartman didn't know. Like, so there are moments that does bring back the fact that they are at the end of the day kids. And because of Comedy Central, there are times where they curse, but they edit it out. Like one of our kids curses out the aliens, and most of it is censored out, which I actually found kind of funny. And there are jokes that doesn't hold up. Ike is in a flying saucer, and one of our kids go, "Do your impersonation of David Caruso's career." Number one, I thought that was a low blow. Like, unless David Caruso did anything to you. And number two, it doesn't hold up because David Caruso, I have the show up there, did CSI Miami for like 10 years. And I think he made a shitload of money from that and probably retired forever. Like, he made enough money on that show. You're the star of a popular show like CSI Miami for 10 years. You don't make some pretty penny. And being on any show for 10 years. So yeah, David Caruso's career became fine and dandy. So I'm sure most people, number one, they're not going to know who David Caruso is. And number two, like, Horatio Kane from CSI Miami? I mean, well, he's not doing anything else, but I just figured he just retired. We're just not doing much of anything. So yeah, that joke doesn't really hold up. And again, I thought it was kind of a low blow. So Kenny gets killed, gets run over by cows and run over by a police car. Cartman gets abducted. I don't know if they ever show how he came back. Stan pukes on the girl again, but then they both talk about what's in the puke. And then the show's over. And I went, okay. Again, puke jokes, fart jokes, the David Caruso joke, none of them really my cup of tea. Oh yeah, I mean, it's off-kilter humor. It's moments that made me chuckle. It's hard to get mad at shows that are only 20-some minutes long, because even if it's bad, it's only 20-some minutes, and after the shit I've been through with watching movies that are 2.5, 3 hours of torture, like nostalgia credits movies, or movies like fucking from the wide spectrum of Daddy Day Camp and what the hell was that movie? Feeders and Feeders 2 and Robo Vampire and Tina Mavar and Pocket Ninjas and all sorts of other shit. I mean, and compared to WandaVision, which I saw recently, because that's a request, which I found it for free online, just fuck Disney Plus. I got more out of this than that. At least this, I got some chuckles. And yeah, the animation's crude, but I can appreciate the different animation. And again, the voice work is fine. Isaac Hayes, nice to hear him. Rest in peace, Isaac Hayes. So, again, there were a couple moments that made me chuckle. So there you go. And it's a pilot. And I've seen much worse pilots for shows. Almost said movies. seen much worse pilots, so it was fine. It was fine for what it was. Again, not something I love, but I didn't hate it either. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.